The moment has arrived. Game 7 of the NBA Finals. The Sacramento Kings have reached the final destination. An epic journey is nearly complete. The opportunity to win the ultimate prize in a series that will go the distance. They must bring all they can muster against the Heat. Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
The biggest stars have aligned on the biggest night in basketball. This series has gone down to the wire. The air is thick with excitement and anticipation. Welcome, everyone, to NBA Finals Game 7. Winner take all. A season of joy and pain will end here tonight. And thank you for making us part of your night on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. So the opening lineup for the Heat. Jackson is out there with Al Harrington. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Rose in at the 1 spot. And for the Kings, Gasol out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Mayo. And it's Pierce in at the 3, the small forward. You look at Miami. What an incredible run through this postseason. The question now is, do they have enough to finish the job?
Well, that's what tens of millions of people around the world are tuning in to see. Game 7s make legends. The question is, who will step up tonight?
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Now, here is George. Spins. Rose passes to Jackson. That's good for George on the assist from Jackson.
Yeah, Paul George not content to just hang out on the perimeter. He attacked the lane right there.
Outside Mayo. Back to Westbrook. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Outside Mayo. Pierce wide open. He fires. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, how about Pierce there? Immediately squares himself up from outside. Always prepared to rise and fire.
Now here's Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. George, no good.
And he didn't punish him for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pierce against Jackson. Pierce down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Jackson.
And we know Pierce has the jumper, but you can also pound it inside with it.
The Kings shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Rose kicks to George. To stop the run. And he lays it up and in.
Man, he is still so smooth out there. Paul George showing you that elite handle.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Pierce. Back to Gay. 5 on the clock. Over Harrington. Sacramento again missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Green dishes to George. Now Jackson. Green with a screen for Jackson. At the elbow, Green. Outside for Harrington. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. It's a tie ball game.
Such an underappreciated passer. Draymond has set up more than a few three balls in his career.
Back to Westbrook. This all setting the pick for Westbrook. Stolen by Rose. George passes to Jackson. So they take the lead.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Gay outside. Wants to get it to Westbrook, and does. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
This is exactly the start they were hoping for at the offensive end.
And it's Drose with the ball for the Miami Heat. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues that they just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, nothing bothers coaches more than turnovers. I'm sure it was not quiet in that post-game locker room.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
Pierce kicks to Westbrook. It's hauled in by George. For Miami, they've gone 5 and 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Rose dishes to George. Pass to Harrington. Here's Rose. Outside, George. Over Mayo. And it's George missing. Kings have gone 4 or 5 shooting the ball so far. Pierce against Harrington. Now here's Pierce. Defense is right there. This all setting the pick for Gay. Great D that time from Green.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
And George gets to Jackson. Pass to Green. From deep, George. The Heat with a fresh 14. The Kings trail. It's Westbrook with the drive. And too long on the shot.
And normally that's an easy 2 for him. I'm surprised he missed that one.
To the paint. Here's Harrington. Oh, good on that one. Gay with the defensive effort. And for the Kings, they're shooting to start out this game about 43%. It's tipped to Saul. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Kings will go for a different look here. Eubanks, he's checked in for Gasol. Murray comes in for Rudy Gay. Johnson, he's checked in for O.J. Mayo. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Russell Westbrook. And a new group in for the Heat. Khalil Ware's checked in for Green. Jaime Jaquez comes in for Steven Jackson. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for George. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Derrick Rose. Now here's Payne. 56 seconds left to play here in the first. And it's Wiggins missing. Kings have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Back to Pierce. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Miami's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Hawkins finds Payne. Harrington against Murray. Murray with the defensive effort.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
Pierce with it. Three-pointer, Dellavedova. Good, and Pierce gets the assist. And now a 3-point Kings lead. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Kings ahead, up by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. And for the Kings guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
And they're also drawing off the energy from this crowd. It is loud in here tonight.
So with George on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Al Harrington is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Khalil Ware. Then it's Payne, and it's Wiggins in at the 2 guard. Here's Eubanks, still without a basket. Here's Payne. Pass to Ware, the 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
There's against Pierce. Dellavedova for 3. Murray. The shot, no good. The Heat trail by 3. Payne passes to Jaquez. To Payne. Harrington up top. Payne with a screen for Wiggins. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. And it's Dellavedova with the ball. He brings it up for the Kings. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. To the middle, here's Ware, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Sacramento. Then for the Heat, Jackson comes in for Jaime Jaquez. And George is subbed in for Wiggins. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Now Johnson. No scoring in this one. Pass to Eubanks. Shot clock at 5. Back to Murray. Runs in for 3. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
And here's Payne. Now Harrington. To Ware. From deep, George. And Westbrook pulls it down. Kings have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Murray sets a screen for Westbrook. And shot on the way. And that's good for 2. Westbrook's got 6.
He's just so versatile. I mean, Westbrook can go to the hole, bring it back out for 3, or in that case, just rise and fire from mid-range.
And it's George missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Murray kicks to Johnson. Pass to Westbrook. Good, and Pierce gets the assist. And it's a 5-point Kings lead.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And some changes here for the Kings. Marc Gasol is checked in for Eubanks. Gay comes in for Murray. And it's Mayo in for Johnson. And Miami also making a switch. Rose, he's checked in for Cameron Payne. And here are the Heat now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Outside, George. Gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
Yeah, Paul George has the ability to be physical as a wing, an important element in his game.
Westbrook dishes to Gay. Here's Pierce. It's hauled in by the Heat. Harrington kicks to Rose. Westbrook with the steal. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. They get Al Harrington.
And the defense should know Westbrook will not back down. He goes right into the defender and gets a chance for an and one.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Kings.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
The Heat trail by 6. Outside Rose, and he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Now here's Westbrook. 11 points in the game. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Here's the break. And that's collected by Gay. Sacramento leading by 4. Pass to Westbrook. Wide open look. Rebound by the Heat. Ware's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside. And stolen by Gasol. The drive by Gay. Inside. And there's Marc Gasol on the assist from Gay. Gasol's got the lead up to 6 now for Sacramento. Outside, George. Has to Ware. Outside, Rose. Miami no good on that time either. Sacramento's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. The Heat trail by 6. Higgins outside. Rose in the post. He's covered by Westbrook. Rose. Good.
And you love to see Rose aggressively looking to score on the inside.
Westbrook kicks to Gay. 44 seconds left in the first half. Here's Westbrook. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. And so George will bring it up for the Heat. Wiggins surveying the floor. Here's Rose. At the elbow, it's George. 6 on the shot clock. Fires it up. Sacramento grabs the miss.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Gasol, a screen on George. Pass to Westbrook. That'll do it for the first half. Kings lead by 6. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And it's the 2K halftime show, Game 7, and the story so far is the quality start for the Sacramento Kings.
Closing out a series is not easy. You know what I call that? CGH, closing game here. But at home, man, you got to take advantage of it. Just feeding off that energy, Ernie.
That extra adrenaline might be all they need. These fans looking to provide it. Taking a look at how the series is going for the Heat. Game 7, we know how much is at stake. Kenny, what's it like to play in one of these?
Well, it's normal to have some nerves. Now, you can't shake those off, but those butterflies, they quickly remove when the game starts. Normally, guys get better in the second half.
First of all, Ernie, you shouldn't be asking an earthling that question because me, I never got nervous. I instilled fear in my opponents. So let's see who's built for this pressure.
The Diesel, pulling no punches, as usual. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're back courtside at Game 7 as this series comes to a head. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
The Heat trail by 6. Russell Westbrook out there with me. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then it's Pierce. And it's Gasol with the pivot spot manning the middle. And so that's who Doug Christie starts the second half with. Rose, that's good. Rose has got the opening bucket to start the second half for Miami.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
And here's Mayo for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
The Heat shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. And Westbrook, here we go.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Russell Westbrook drops them both. The Heat trail by 4. George passes to Rose. Shot on the wing. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
Pierce against Jackson. Pierce feeling it out a bit. Just 5 on the clock. Driving the lane over Jackson. Again, the miss by the Kings.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
Back to George. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
Well, after nailing the first 3 out of the break, you can give him a pass for not making that one as well.
Outside Mayo. This all setting the pick for Mayo. Right at the free throw line. That's good on the jump shot. Mayo's got his first points of the night.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Outside, George. That doesn't go either for George. Sacramento leading by 4. Down low. Here's Gay. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
This is definitely not how they envision starting the second half.
Outside Rose. Green with a screen on Pierce. Rose gets to Green. And he makes that one.
And Green really smart to understand. He sets the screen and he knows he'll get rewarded for it.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. 5th, Russell Westbrook.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
And it's the Kings with the ball. A 2-point game. Mayo with the screen on Jackson. Here's down low. Jackson on him. The shot by Pierce will not go.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Westbrook passes to Pierce. On deep, Gay. Offensive rebound. Gasol kicks to Mayo. Over George. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. For Miami, they've gone 4-7 to get things started here in the second half. Pass to Green. Now here's Rose. Green with the screen on Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Yeah, he was surprised by that. I don't think he knew the pass was for him.
Sacramento making some changes. Eubanks, he's checked in for Gasol. Murray comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Johnson in for O.J. Mayo. And Miami with a change here, too. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Jackson.
And you have to love how hard Westbrook goes. It's what allows him to take over games like this.
Rose with the ball. 8 points for him. Green with a screen for Wiggins. That 3 off the mark. Kings leading now by 4. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Now here's Rose. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Westbrook. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The absolute fearlessness. It's why we love Westbrook. Just getting after it and drawing the contact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And the Kings making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Khalil Ware's checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Jaime Jaquez in for Paul George. And both free throws good for Westbrook.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Wiggins dishes to Rose. He lobs it up. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Jaquez against Johnson. Pass to Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. And that one is good. Westbrook's got the lead up to 8 now for the Kings.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Rose against Westbrook. And it's Ware in the corner. 3-pointers off the mark. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Kings. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Yep, it counts.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Here's Wiggins following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Outside Rose. Over in the corner, Harrington. Well, good with the triple. Inside. Murray, the pass to Dellavedova. Now Westbrook. He's covered by Rose. And so it's Sacramento going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So it Drose on the bench. This is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They got Jackson. Cameron Payne is out there with George. Then it's thrown away. And it's Wiggins in at the three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looks good from here.
Here's George. Rebound by the Kings.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making it.
And it's Dellavedova missing. The Heat trail by 10 to the middle. Here's Jackson. Oh, he flew him there.
Wow.
And when Wiggins moves the rock, it's a huge plus for the offense.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And hard not to get excited about Keegan Murray's potential. He can shoot the ball. He rebounds it. If this guy continues to grow his game, he could end up being a high-level impact player.
Sharks checked in for the Kings. And he makes the first but misses the second. The Heat trail by 9. Jackson takes the Payne. Good ball movement here by Miami. George passes to Payne. Puts it up high.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Sharks finds Murray. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Kings lead by 9.
And the anticipation of Saric, outstanding at staying engaged and just eating up those rebounds.
Johnson against George. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He lays it in.
Well, he is so adept at getting to the rim, even against tight defense. Such an agile player.
Murray against Jackson. After Murray. Here's for 3. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 16 bounds now in the game.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Here's Ware. George looking over the floor. Miami needs to get a shot off. Payne can't hit.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without foul. Pierce.
And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol is checked in for Saric. Gay comes in for Keegan Murray. O.J. Mayo is checked in for Johnson. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Matthew Dellavedova. And then for Miami, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Khalil Ware. Harrington comes in for Wiggins. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Payne. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
All right, Allie, thank you. Sacramento leading by 9. And Pierce, here we go. Outside Westbrook. Gasol, screen on Harrington. Westbrook kicks to Gasol. Off on the lane. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you know, Green's not going to shy away from contact. He loves mixing it up inside.
Free throw, no good.
And some people think Draymond Green is a little too bold. But look, that's just his passion for the game. A lot of teams need what Draymond Green brings to the table.
And the second free throw, good. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Outside Pierce. Westbrook for 3. Rose with some nice D. The Heat trail by 8. To the inside. Here's Green. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Gasol. Westbrook against Green. Right side Gasol.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass nice and simple.
Rose attacking. Green. Strong move off the glass.
And you love to see Rose operating as a playmaker first and foremost.
Rose against Westbrook. Layup, no good. The Heat trail by 8. Knocks down the 3.
Well, that is a big bucket right there. Paul George understanding exactly what his team needed.
Mayo against George. Bradford's a 3. That one is off. The Heat have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Post. He's covered by Westbrook. Count it!
And Rose wants that leadership position. When the team needs a big bucket, he is ready and willing.
Westbrook against Rose. Fires! And he can't stop the runners that misses. Outside George. Green with a screen for George. And he misses the J. Here's Sacramento now. They've led by as much as 10. Jackson against Westbrook. It falls!
Fearless. I mean, we haven't seen many like Russ. Guys who crave the biggest moments. You want someone like that on your team.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Rose against Westbrook. Got it.
And Derrick Rose, accustomed to carrying a team offensively, taking and making big shots down the stretch. Nothing new to him.
Westbrook. That one goes.
And we've seen this before, folks. Big possession, Westbrook rising to the occasion. How about that competitiveness?
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No good from 3. And that's an intentional foul. Here's Westbrook, and now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And the Heat all time here. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that hook?
There's still a sliver of hope.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Take a break. Take a break. Do something.
Free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Now Westbrook. And the Sacramento Kings have done it, folks. They are NBA champions. All the travel, all the practices, all the meetings, all the games, wins and losses, the emotion, the exhaustion, culminating into tonight.
And whenever you win the NBA championship, there is a level of accomplishment and excitement that really can't be matched, but pretty amazing to have accomplished this goal.
The celebration is here, and this place is going crazy. The bench loves it. The fans obviously overjoyed. This is one of those moments these players will never forget. And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.